Hey, collective. I have a channeled message for some of you, and it's awful. It's horrible. It's deplorable. Disgusting. Ugh, these people make me sick. Collective, there are some of you, and I really think I am included in this. You need to do a background check on yourself. You really do need to do this so that you can be aware of what's going on in your life. The message that I received is that there are some of us who have charges that we don't know anything about. Yeah, you heard me correctly. We have been accused of doing particular things. We have been accused of breaking the law, and like on paper, in the system, whatever these charges are, there they are. But collective, if this applies to you, you don't know anything about them because they're fake. They are completely fake and made up charges. You've never been questioned about any of these things. You've never been arrested about any of these things. Which, think about that. How does that make any sense whatsoever? You cannot be charged with a crime and never be arrested for it. Something's going on. I think I smell corruption. Right? Yes. Because it's like the people who were smearing your name and your character, the people who were running the smear campaigns against you, they needed for you to have this awful rap sheet so that they could make their false narrative appear to be true. But see, if you were approached or arrested concerning any of these charges, that would have blew their plan all of the way to hell because you're innocent. You didn't do anything that they are claiming that you've done. And the reason I know that this applies to me is because several years ago, whenever all of this started, I did a background check on my name. And I had a strangulation charge that popped up for like a minute or two. And I'm like desperately trying to click on it. In my head, I'm like, what in the hell? What? I have never strangled anyone, certainly never been arrested for it, never even had an assault charge, any whatsoever. And like I said, I kept trying to click on it to do a little more digging, and then it was gone. Poof. Into thin air. I was looking at it 1 second, and the next it was gone. So, yeah. And I also find it a little bit interesting that whenever I finished rehab, the people who ran the sober living that I was in, they also ran a daycare. And people were telling me that a lot of times they hired girls from the sober living program to work in that daycare. So I went and I applied. And I cannot even tell you how many people ask me, well, do you have any criminal charges on your record concerning children? And I would be like, no, not even one. No, I don't have anything like that. And they would side-eye me. They would look a little weird. And I'm realizing now that it's probably because I do have something like that on my record. But it's not real. It's not real. It's made up. So definitely, if this feels like it might resonate, you need to do some checking. You need to do some digging. This is disgusting behavior.